Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here for a free Introduction to Bridge class being taught by Graham Tufnell. I always forget to introduce myself. My name's Bajir. I started LearnBridge Online to be able to basically take more bridge classes myself. I learned how to play bridge online myself over the last number of years, but wanted to be able to learn from more teachers. But I'm really excited that you guys, I think some of you might already know Graham. If you don't, you're in for a real treat. I will call him up to the stage in a second. But before I do, I just want to let you know if you need tech support, in the bottom left corner, you'll see a little gold chat circle. You can use that for tech support, and I'll be here and I can help. If you have bridge questions or to answer bridge questions that Graham asks you, you can use the chat area in the bottom right area where people are saying hi. Hi, Ray. Hi, BG. Hi, Dale. Yeah, so thank you again for joining. Let me call Graham on up.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Bajir.
Hey there, Graham. Thanks so much for teaching this class. We're really excited to learn from you.
Good. My pleasure. Happy to be here. Yep, and welcome, everybody. So nice to have you with us. I'm Graham, and I'm going to be running you through how this all works. Now, keep in mind, this is a class, it's a short introduction to bridge. I'm going to assume that you know nothing at all about bridge. And I expect some of you may have maybe played a little bit, but I'm going to go right from the start. So let's get cracking. So I can see Del from Devonport and BG from Wellington. Where are you all from, everybody? We've got a few Kiwis here by the looks. And how many of you, just let me know where you're, have you played cards before? Have any of you played any sort of bridge before? Geraldine, okay. We're all in lockdown here playing bridge. Who's played bridge before? Who's played a little bit or not at all? What's your, tell me what you know about bridge. Hi, Judith's husband, Phil, in Israel, a relative beginner. Great, welcome. Okay, so few lessons. Okay, good. So it sounds like we're all have some idea about how things work, but let's just go from, just forget it all. Let's start from the very beginning and just start with a clean slate. And if you've got any questions, it doesn't matter how basic they are, I'm just going to assume that you know nothing at all, and let's go from there. Questions, comments, just say. So bridge is a card game, as I'm guessing we all know. It's a game, the bridge players will tell you it's the greatest card game that there ever was. I actually played poker this afternoon online. Poker's a pretty good game too, but all card games are good. Bridge is good too. So bridge is a card game, so we're going to need some cards. So here on the screen now, I think everybody can see some cards. Let me explain what's going on here. So bridge is normally played with 4 players. It's you and the person sitting opposite you as your partner. So here, if you just imagine you're sitting at a table, you can sort of see the table behind the cards there. And that smiley chap there looking at you with a big smile is your partner. And his name's North, because we use the compass directions to describe the players here. So your partner is North, and your opponents, east and west, are the two people on your left and right. So west is on your left and east is on your right. They're your opponents. And we've got some cards. So those cards at the bottom of the screen, they're your cards. And I'm going to run through, just to be sure, the suit names. We've got the spades, which are the black, well, they're blue actually. There's sort of dark blue pointy ones on the left. They're the spades. We've got the heart suit. We've got some clubs. And we've got some diamonds. So just, doesn't matter, no bridge knowledge required here. When you're looking at those cards, just which suit sort of leaps out at you as a suit that you like. Actually, I need to tell you that the good cards in bridge are the aces, the kings, queens, jacks, tens. So the rank of the cards is aces at the top, then king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So aces at the top. And if you've played 500 or euchre, those sorts of games where you have to worry about bows, there's none of that in bridge. There's no jokers. It's really simple. Just ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So everybody's saying hearts. Okay. So what we need to do, there's two parts to when you're playing a hand of bridge. The first part is to tell your partner what suit you actually like. And in this case, everyone's saying they like hearts, which is great. If you were playing with your friends at home or at a bridge club, then you would normally just speak your bit out loud. You'd say hearts or one heart, or you'd actually talk it out loud. But when you're playing online, your partner can't hear you because he's a computer. He's just a robot sitting there in the north seat. So we've got to use this bidding slider down the bottom here, and all the bids that you are able to make are available on this slider. And because we like hearts, we can just move. Just notice here I'm just clicking this right arrow and I'm moving that to the right, and I can move it back to the left here. And I just keep moving it until hearts appear in the middle there. And once hearts appear, that's the suit I like. So I'm going to click on that one heart bid. And you can see the other, this auction area in the middle here with all these other things going on here. Those are the other players who are choosing what suit they like. P means pass, so West doesn't want to do anything and East doesn't want to do anything. LBO, that's us, Learn Bridge Online. That's the bid we made, which is one heart. And North, that's our partner. North has bid two hearts, so North quite likes hearts as well. Right, how does that sound? Does that kind of vaguely make any sort of sense? Anyone got any questions so far, or are we okay? It doesn't matter how basic the questions are. If I'm going too fast, let me know, or if I'm anything, just let me know how you're feeling about it so far. It's pretty, there's no hidden tricks here or anything. It's just all pretty much as you see. So, fire ahead. Anyone, any questions or comments, just sing up. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on. Okay, so a bid hearts. Now, that's enough. When I don't want to do anything more, I just click the pass bid here. That pass is going to make it a pass. And now what's happened? Well, that auction area in the middle has disappeared because the first part of the bidding is over. And I can actually get it back again. You see the little, if I click up here where it says 2 hearts, I can check to see that bidding again, and then I can hide that. But what's happened now is that north and south, that's my partner and I, we've bid up to 2 hearts. Now, our job now is to win tricks. So each player in clockwise rotation and needs to play a card. So West has led the first card. Now you don't need to, when you're playing online, you don't need to worry about who's supposed to play the first card, because the card will just appear. And when it's your turn to play a card, a little yellow, you can see that little yellow outline around the north cards there, means that it's your job to play a card from the north hand. Now, how come we can see North's cards all of a sudden? One of the things with bridge is that once that first bidding part of the game is over with, one player puts their cards face up on the table. And in this case, that's North, our partner. And it's our job as South to play from the North and the South hands. So I'm going to play this one quickly. So West has led a spade, North has played a spade, East has played a spade, and because West led a spade, I need to also play a spade. What's going to happen if I try and play a heart or a club? I can't, because I need to play a suit. I need to play the same suit that was led. So here I can play the 7 or the ace, and I'm going to play the ace because the ace is going to win that. The ace is going to beat the 6, 3, and the jack, and that's going to mean I'm going to win that first round, and that round is called a trick. So I'm going to win that. And you can see that up the top here, that 1 tells everybody that our side, my partner and I, won the first trick. And now it's my job to play something else. Now I can play whatever I want now. I can play a heart. And I've won that trick too. Now I'm going to do something a little strange. I'm going to play a spade. And I don't think the 7's going to win, but you remember that I bid 2 hearts up here. Hearts is the boss. We've made hearts the boss suit or the trump suit, which means that a heart beats any other card. So even if I play the 8 of hearts here, that doesn't matter what East and West play, that is going to win the trick. And away we go. Okay, so I'm going to carry on and play this hand, and I think I'm going to actually let you guys play the hand as well. I'm going to be here to help you, so go ahead and just, Bashir's going to load up the hand for us to play. I know it seems like we're launching right into it, but you can't go, nothing bad's going to happen. Just go ahead and see how you go. And we're playing bridge. There you go. We're 15 minutes and we've learned we've started. Go ahead and use the bidding slider. Remember, use the left and right arrows to move along until you find a bid that you like. And if you like hearts, then go ahead and bid hearts. But if you want to bid clubs, then go ahead and bid clubs. That's fine as well. Just use the bidding slider I'm going to bid hearts again because I really like that suit. What will happen is you simply cannot mess this up. Nothing's going to break. So just click on something and everything else is going to be done for you. And a great way to learn is just to keep on doing something. So in my case here, I bid 1 heart and North's bid 2 hearts, and nothing seems to be happening. But that bidding slider thing is still there, so I guess I need to make another bid. So I'm going to pass. And just after you've made your first bid, you can just keep passing, and eventually the bidding will stop and the cards will appear, and away you go. Once the cards appear, can you carry on and keep playing. I'm just going to keep talking while you're playing that first hand. And the most important thing is that when it's your turn to play, when you need to play a card, a yellow glow will appear around the cards. So in my case, West has led a spade, and a yellow glow has appeared around the North hand, which means I need to play a card from the North hand. And because West has led a spade, I also need to play a spade. And when it's South's turn to play, a yellow glow will appear around the South cards. The person who, each round of 4 cards is called a trick, and the tricks are shown up on the top of the screen. You'll see the suit that we bid is in the middle there, and just to the right of that, the tricks won by North and South. So just keep on playing, just carry on. I'm going to play this one and see how we go. Once you have finished playing that hand, come on back to the main screen here, and then we'll move on to the next thing. And actually, once you've finished, let me know. Just type something in the chat there to say that you're finished and how you got on. And away we go. Ten tricks from Ray. Well done. Nice. That's a great result, Ray. I got 10 tricks too. Well, that's great. Good one. How'd everyone else go? 10 tricks from Dell. Nice. Good one. Okay, that's all? Is that making sense so far? Or anyone got any questions? Again, I'm not sure exactly how much bridge everybody has played. So if you're completely new, this is going to be a bit of a head spin, but best way to learn is getting right in there. And BG 10 tricks. Great, everyone's making lots of tricks. That's really good. Okay, so that first hand, let's just have a bit of a recap here. If anyone's still going, just come on back to the main screen there, and we can talk about the next hand. So this first hand, because we bid hearts, North and South, so South seat here, I bid hearts, and North bid 2 hearts. That made hearts the winning suit, or the trump suit. There are some hands where there is no trump suit. On some hands, it's simply the highest card wins the trick, and if you've got to do without a trump suit, and I'm going to show you how that works now. Okay, so here we go, and this time, again, you can do whatever you want to bid. You can make any bid you want here. You could bid one club, or you could bid one heart, or you could bid one diamond, or you could pass. You could do anything. You're always allowed to bid anything you want to do. In this case, I'm going to bid one no trump, so I'm just using the bidding slider, left and right, left and right. And once I've got one no trump in the middle, I'm going to click on that. And this time, you can see one no trump up on the top there. So this time we don't have a trump suit. We just have to try and win as many tricks as we can. Same thing as before. West has led a club, so I also need to play a club. If I try and play a spade, it's not letting me. Heart, not letting me. Diamond, not letting me. So I need to play a club. And again, from the south hand, you see the glow, the yellow glow around the south cards means that we need to play from the south hand, and a club that has been led. So, I can go ahead and click on anything I want, but nothing's going to work until I play a club. So really, it's a, learning online is actually quite a nice way to learn, because you can't really get anything wrong. You're sort of learning and playing at the same time. So let's try this hand, and you can do whatever you'd like to do. You don't have to bid one no trump. But I recommend one no trump, because that'll give you a bit of practice to see how one no trump bidding goes. And carry on. Good luck. Just have a go at this hand, see how you get on. I'm going to see if you can get it. I'm going to, I'll give you a challenge here. I'm going to try and make as many tricks as I can. So it's the usual story, just each round of 4 cards is called a trick, and the person who wins the trick leads the first card to the next trick. So in my case, I've won a card in the south hand with a jack. So I need to play the next card from the south hand, and I've got that yellow glow around the south cards to tell me that I need to play from the south hand. When you are leading the card, doesn't matter what happened on the previous trick, you're allowed to lead anything you want to lead. So here I'm going to play a heart. And away we go. So go ahead and see how you get on with that hand. And once you've done, let me know. And I think I messed my one up. Okay, looks like I'm going to make 7 tricks. Oh no, I'm going to make 8 tricks. Okay, so carry on. I played that one fairly fast, so you might be a little slower. That's okay. Take your time. And once you are done, come back and let me know. Some people love playing in no trump contracts, which is what I did on this hand, no trumps. And some people don't like playing in no trump contracts at all. I like no trumps. I find it's kind of simpler in a way. No trumps. We haven't talked about the scoring, which we don't. The score actually always shows on the end of the screen, so you don't need to worry too much about the scoring when you're getting started. But no trumps if you're playing in a no trump contract, then you can get a pretty good score too. Okay, how are we all going? What did I get? 9 tricks, BG, 9 tricks. Dell, 9 tricks, 8 tricks. I got 8 tricks. Ray, you and me, we got 8 tricks, that's good. BG and Dell got 9 tricks, that's good. So how's everyone coping okay? We all 8 tricks? Okay. That's great though, that's good work. Good work from everybody. So we've actually covered a lot. Now, you've played some cards, you've done some bidding. This is basically how this is what bridge is. This is how the game of bridge works. The 2 hands we played so far, we've had good cards, so we've been the ones doing the bidding. But it doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes the opposition are the ones with all the good cards, and we end up, instead of being the one who is playing 2 hands, we only get to play 1 hand. And I'm going to show you how that works now. Bajir, can you please load up the defense hand, please? Find it here. Actually, no, Bajir, sorry, don't load that up yet. I'm just going to talk it through first. Okay, I've got another hand, and this time North has passed, and this time East has bid 1 spade. So East likes the spade suit, and North, our partner, hasn't done anything, and that South hand, that's our hand, just frankly isn't very good. We've got no aces, we've got a king and a queen, but it's not such a great hand this time. Got a jack, 10, but it's not as good as the first 2 hands. So when your hand's not very good, you can just pass. Now the pass is already shown up in the middle there. You could bid something if you wanted to. There's no rule to say you can't. So you can use you can use the slider, slide along, bid something, slide along that way. But the hand's not so great, and I want to practice just defending a hand. So I'm going to pass and keep passing and let East and West do whatever they want to do. Pass, 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 pass. Okay, so this time when the bidding's over, as soon as the bidding is finished, you'll see that the final bid, or the contract, shows up here on the top of the screen. And now it's time to play the cards. East was the first person to mention the spade suit. Spades is the final contract. East was the first person to mention the spade suit. So East is going to be in control of the hand. East is going to be the one who's playing 2 hands, both the West hand and the East hand. So someone needs to play a card first, and we can see that my cards have the yellow glow around them. So that tells me that it must be my turn to play the first card. Now, if you're playing at home with your friends or what have you, and you want to know the rules about who plays the first card, it is simply that East bid spades first. The the final bit is spades, 2 spades. East bid the spades first. I'm a tongue twister there. East bid the spades first, and the person to the left of East in this case, because East bid the spades first, plays the first card. So it's my job to play the first card, and you know the drill, I can play anything I want. So I'm going to play a heart. So this time, now, it takes a little bit of getting your head around this, I know, if you've not, especially if you're not familiar with playing card games on a computer screen. But I'm south here, those are my cards. And after I played the first, when I played the first card, West put his hands face up on the table. There's always one player who puts their cards face up on the table. And in this case, it's West. So West has put his cards face up on the table. That means West's partner, East, is in control of the hand. So East, over there, Queen East, she is in control and she has played the Queen. I've got the yellow glow, so I need to play a card. And East has chosen to play that card, that small card from the West hand. If you can't, sometimes the cards disappear a little bit quickly. Just click on that, click on the trick counter up there, and it'll show you the last, just give you a quick review of the last trick. So we can see that East won that with the Queen of Hearts. Therefore, East has played the first card to the next trick. And East has played a spade. So what's going to happen if I play a diamond? Is that going to work? So East has played the 3 of spades. Could I play the 6 of diamonds to beat the 3 of spades? Or could I play the King of clubs to beat the 3 of spades? What's going to happen if let's say I play the Queen of diamonds. What's going to happen if I play the Queen of diamonds? Well, I'm not going to be allowed to play the Queen of diamonds because East played a spade. And I need to play the same suit that was led. East played a spade. So if I play the Queen of diamonds, it's not going to let me because I need to play the same suit that was led. In this case, that's a spade, if I've got one. So I need to follow suit. And away we go. Okay, let's, why don't you have a shot at that hand yourselves? Bajir, if you can load that hand up for everyone, that's the defense hand. And see how you go. Now, again, you can bid something if you want to. Feel free to bid a suit if you want to, but it's not a great hand, so I've just chosen to pass. And, you know, just the same old thing, just when that yellow glows around your cards, you need to play a card. You need to play a card of the same suit that was led, if you've got one. And just a reminder, you can, up on the top there, you can click where it says 2 spades or whatever the contract is. You can click that to get a reminder of the bidding. And you can click the trick counter to get a reminder of the last trick. And see how you go with that one. I'm going to finish this off. Where am I up to? I need to. So what's happened on my screen is that West has led a spade, but I don't have any spades in my hand. So when that happens, obviously I can't play a spade, so I can just play anything I want to play. And what we're doing here is we are defending a hand. So when the opposition, when one of your opponents is the one in control of the hand, you are what they call the defender. So we are trying to defeat their contract. And for me, that's 2 spades. And I don't think I'm going to. I think they're going to make they're going to make lots of tricks. Oh, well. Okay, so for me, East and West, once the hand is finished, you can see the score shows up on the bottom of the screen. And once you've finished, let me know. And we can talk about how the scoring works. How'd you get on, everybody? How'd you go, Ray? 10-3. Okay, you did well. You did better than me, Ray, because for me it was 11-2. I managed to get 2 tricks, and you got 11, and you got 3 tricks. So that's really great. That's good work. Now, 4 tricks from BG. Well done. That's great. Everyone got more tricks than me. I'm going to vacate my role as the teacher, and that's it. I'm done. You guys are doing great. So there's 4 tricks from Dell. Really nice work. So there's 2 things going on at the end of the hand here. The first thing, in fact, there's a few things to talk about at the end of the hand. The first thing is the trick counter up here. We see that on my screen, you can see that I scored 2 tricks and East and West scored 11 tricks. So I didn't do, you all did better than me on this hand. That's fine. In the center here, just underneath all the bidding, just above the south cards, we can see the score. And the score is shown as, for me, it's -200, which means that East and West have scored the points. Now, the scoring in bridge is a little bit complicated, and I'm not going to go into it now. If you're interested in knowing more about the scoring, there's some resources that we can point you to. But you don't have to worry too much about it when you're playing on the computer, because it shows up on the screen anyway. So a minus score simply means that the opposition are getting the points. And if it was a plus score, then if our side were getting the points, then it would show up as 200 or 300 or whatever. The second thing to know is that at the end of the hand, all 4 hands are displayed. That's just to give you a recap, just so you can see what the hand was all about. And finally, if you are playing online, on this screen at least, you can also click that redeal button. And I'm just going to redeal that hand and play the hand again. And that just gives me a bit of a chance to practice. If you're playing at home with your friends, you can do the same thing. You can just, once the hand's over, you can just, as you're playing the cards, just keep them in front of you. And once the hand's over, you can redeal again if you want to. It's the same thing. Playing bridge online and playing bridge at home is similar. It's just, I think it's easier to play online. Okay. I've got one more hand to try, and I'm not going to say much at all about this hand. I'm just going to let everyone play it. Bashir, can you please load up the how to play bridge dummy hand, please? And load that up. The only thing I'm going to start off by saying is that North has bid 1 heart. and I'm sure that's going to be the same for you. So your hand's not great here. You can pass, you can do whatever you want to do. You could also bid North's bid hearts, and you've got a few hearts, so you could bid 2 hearts if you wanted to. If you wanted to try the hand and no trumps, you could scroll along and bid 1 no trump. You could pass if you wanted to. You've got a few spades there. You could bid a spade if you wanted to. There's no, there's no rules at all. You can always do whatever you want, no matter how much bridge you've learned and how much you play. You can always bid whatever you want to bid. So go for it. You make your own mind up on this hand and carry on. If anyone's stuck, not sure what to do, we're here for you. So just sing out. If you're totally confused, just say I'm confused. If you're going okay, just carry on. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to, I think I'm going to wait. You guys carry on. You play the hand and let me know once you have done, and then we can talk it through together. So I know 1 or 2 of you have played a little bit of bridge already, and so this will all be reasonably familiar with you. It's always good to have a bit of a recap. If you're completely new to bridge and you've never played at all, and you're still with us, then you're doing really great, because we're playing bridge. This is it. We are bridge players now. We're not about to learn how to play bridge. We've learned how to play bridge, and we are playing bridge. If you were playing bridge at home with your friends, you can have a really great game just with the things that I've talked to you about already. If you're playing online, just go ahead and play. You will find if you're playing with people who've played a lot and have a lot more experience, they'll know some more stuff, and that'll probably be a bit hard work at the moment. But as long as you're playing with people who've played the same amount, you're going to be just fine. And if you are playing online, providing you're playing against the computer and not with, I wouldn't launch into the World Championship of Bridge yet. But the good thing about playing online with the computer is that that's fine. You can do whatever you want. There's no problem. You can do whatever you want. And it's fun. Actually, the times I've seen people learning bridge, the people who've never played before and just start playing in the same way we've talked about tonight, often do better than those people who've been playing for quite a while. I've seen that happen more often than not, because if you learn in this, just the way we've been talking about tonight, if you just launch right in there and play, then you can just develop a sort of a feel for the game, and you just learn. You get to know what's right. If you get too bogged down with having too, you can go to some bridge course or something, but there's a time for that. There's certainly a time to improve your skills and what have you, but there's nothing wrong with leaping right in as well. You can go to pilot. You can go to pilot training school for 5 years and learn to be a pilot, which is good, and then you can fly the plane. Or, if you're a bird, your mum just tosses you out of the nest, and away you go. You can learn to fly that way too. I think I'd rather have a bird flying playing sometimes. Okay, how's everyone going? Three hearts bid, 4 hearts made 11, 3 hearts bid 11 and 2. That's great. Okay, you guys all know what you're doing here by the looks of things. That's really good. Okay, nice. So I'm just going to, I'll talk through this hand and just show you something a little new here. Nothing new really, it's just seeing things from a different point of view. So for me, North's bid 1 heart, and like I said, you can bid whatever you want to do here. You could pass, or it's your choice. Whatever bid shows up in that bidding scroller, you are allowed to do. That's a perfectly legitimate bid. My partner's bid hearts, and I've got some hearts. So I'm going to bid 2 hearts. And partner's bid 3 hearts. Okay, so that's fine. That's high enough for me. What's going to happen now? Let's just think through what's going to happen from what we've already been talking about. I'm going to pass. Now we have to decide who's going to be in control of the hand. Is North, my partner, going to be in control of the hand, or am I going to be in control of the hand in the south seat? And you may recall that I said at some point that the trump suit is going to be hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts. That's going to be the boss suit or the trump suit. And the first person to mention the trump suit, is the one who's in control of the hand. And the person in control of the hand is called the declarer, because they declared the trump suit first. So North here is going to be the declarer, and I'm going to be the one putting my hands down, face down on the table. And I'm going to be called the dummy. The person who puts the cards face down on the table is called the dummy. So I'm going to pass, and North is the declarer, because North bids the hearts first. The person to the left of the declarer plays the first card. That's East. So East has played the 4 of diamonds. And I'm South, so you can imagine I've put all my cards face down or face up on the table. So normally, that's my job, is to do nothing now. I just go and boil the jug or pour the gin and tonic or whatever. Or I can just sit back and do nothing and watch my partner play the hand. That's what would normally happen in a game of bridge. When you're playing against the computer, it's a bit more fun than that, because you get to play the hand. So North's going to play the hand, but on the computer, you actually can sort of imagine yourself in the North seat here. So that's why, even though North is in control, I'm going to take over from North and be in control. So you can see here that the South cards, they've got the yellow glow around them. So I'm going to play the first card from the South hand. Again, it should be North, but it's just boring if North plays the hand and we're doing nothing. So I can play that. The contract up here, remember, is up on the top of the screen there. That reminds us what the trump suit is. I can click that to get a review of the bidding. If you're playing at home, you can just ask. You can say, I can't remember what the bidding was. Can someone remind me, please? You can look at the last trick here, mostly. And it's North won that last trick, so the yellow glow is around the North cards, and so I need to play from the North hand first. I can play whatever I want. I'm going to play Ace of Hearts. Okay, so there we go. That's probably the world's fastest bridge lesson. If that's all making sense, then good job, everybody. And if anyone's got any questions, please ask. Otherwise, come on back, Bashir, and we can help each other, help everyone decide what we're going to do next.
Thank you so much, Graham, and thank you, class. Thank you, PG, Ray, Dell, and everyone else leaving the friendly comments. For the folks, a few people are watching on YouTube. Thank you to you guys as well. And Graham, mostly to you. Thank you so much. And so for everyone who joined today or is watching this, please be in touch with us. You can reach me directly at hello@learnbridgeonline.com. Graham, what's the best way people can reach you?
Just go to Sky Bridge Club, or that's where you'll find me. That's where you can play all these, play bridge online on the same screen, or you can hello at skybridgeclub.com. Happy to hear from anybody. But mainly, wherever you choose to play, it's a great time to be playing bridge. You know, most of the we're stuck in our apartments. I need a haircut. It's great to just play some cards online and do something. So wherever you are, I hope that's given you a bit of a taste for bridge, and good luck. We'll be around.
And here at learnbridgeonline.com, I'll do my best to keep lining up some more beginner and intro level online classes. So please, if you're not already on the newsletter, that's probably the best way where I'll be able to let everyone know about upcoming classes like this, either free intro classes, or if we can line up some beginner classes in the near future, that'd be great as well. And as always, for folks who do know a little bit more than what was talked about here, Graham's weekly classes are just fantastic, so everyone is always welcome there. But Graham, how would you describe it? You probably need to know a little bit more than what we talked about today. Is that accurate?
If you really are completely new to bridge, then the Wednesday classes you'll probably find a little tough. Just, if you are new, just get some hands under your belt. Just play a bit. There's lots of, skybridgeclub.com that's my site. So, I'd love to see you at Sky Bridge Club. Just bowl on over there, and you can register and play. And it doesn't matter if you've never played before. It's great. You just hop on and play. I'll look after you over there. But wherever you play, like I said, I'm not trying to. I'd love to see you there, but just keep playing.
Well, thank you, Graham. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, please take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.
See you all. Bye-bye.